Atlanta Stadium is roaring under the July heat. This is the moment the 2026 World Cup has been building toward. Argentina, the defending champions, walk out to face Egypt in the round of 16. Every neutral in the building knows they are about to watch two very different footballing philosophies collide. On one side, the free-flowing, Messi-orchestrated machine that has scored 11 goals in 4 matches. On the other, a disciplined, deep-lying Egyptian side built around moments of brilliance from Mohamed Salah. Nobody in that stadium expects a classic. What they get is one of the wildest 90-plus minutes of the entire tournament. Lionel Scaloni sends his side out in a 4-4-2. Emiliano Martinez starts in goal behind a back four of Molina, Romero, Lisandro Martinez, and Tagliafico. In midfield, it is DePaul, McAllister, Fernandez, and Almada, with Messi and Lautaro Martinez leading the line. Egypt's coach sets up in a 4-2-3-1 with Mustafa Choubert in net, a back four of Hani, Ibrahim, Rabia, and Hafez protects him. A double pivot of Fathi and Ataya sits in front of the defense. The front line is built around Captain Mohamed Salah, flanked by Ashur and Marmoush with Zico as the central striker. The tactical picture is obvious before a ball is even kicked. Egypt are going to sit deep, stay compact, and look to break with pace. Argentina will have to be patient against a well-organized, low block. The opening exchanges are cagey, with Argentina dominating the ball as expected. They work it patiently from side to side, probing for gaps in Egypt's shape. But it is Egypt who strike first, from exactly the kind of set piece that has troubled Argentina all tournament. In the 15th minute, Marwan Ataya swings in a corner from the right. It is met by the towering figure of Yasser Ibrahim, who rises above his marker. He powers a header past Emiliano Martinez and into the net. The Egyptian end of the stadium erupts. For a moment, the script has been flipped entirely, and the underdogs are ahead against the reigning champions. Argentina do not panic, but they do start to look a little rattled. The response is immediate pressure, with wave after wave of attacks funneled toward Messi. He is dropping deep to collect the ball and try to unlock Egypt's back line himself. In the 21st minute, Argentina are handed a golden opportunity. A driving run from Tagliafico into the box draws a foul, and the referee points to the spot. It is the moment everyone has been waiting for. Messi stepping up from 12 yards. He is the tournament's golden boot leader, with 7 goals already to his name. What happens next stuns the crowd almost as much as the opening goal did. Mustafa Choubert guesses correctly and pushes the penalty away. It is a superb save low to his right, and it sends a jolt of belief through Egypt. Rather than folding, Choubert has turned himself into the story of the first half. Argentina keep coming, and just before the half-hour mark, Alexis McAllister rises to meet a cross. It looks destined for the net, only for Choubert to somehow claw it away again. Then, in first half stoppage time, Julian Alvarez is played through and drills a shot goalward. For a third time, the Egyptian goalkeeper produces the answer. 3 enormous saves inside 30 minutes, and Egypt go into the break somehow still ahead. Scaloni uses the interval to reshuffle his attacking options. The message from the Argentine bench is clear. More directness, more width, more urgency. On the Egyptian side, the halftime story is different. Imam Ashur is withdrawn at the break after signaling discomfort. Hamdi Fathi is sent on in his place to add extra defensive solidity in midfield. It is a pragmatic, cautious substitution from a team that knows exactly what it has to protect. The second half begins with Argentina pushing even harder for an equalizer. There is a moment of real controversy on the counter-attack. Egypt appear to have doubled their lead, only for the video assistant referee to intervene. Replays show a foul committed on Lisandro Martinez in the build-up. After a lengthy review at the pitchside monitor, the goal is chalked off. It is a huge let-off for Argentina. For a few minutes, it looks as though it might spark the champions into life. Instead, Egypt strike again, and this time there is no VAR intervention to save Argentina. In the 67th minute, Haitham Hassan collects the ball on the right flank. He produces a moment of real quality, cutting inside and delivering a perfectly weighted ball. Mostafa Zico is waiting at the back post, and he finishes calmly to make it 2-0. The disallowed goal now looks almost irrelevant, because Egypt have found their second anyway. Atlanta Stadium falls eerily quiet on the Argentine side. The traveling Egyptian support erupts into scenes of pure disbelief and joy. With just over 20 minutes remaining, the defending champions stare down one of the great World Cup upsets. The pressure on Lionel Scaloni's substitutes bench has never felt heavier. For Argentina, the next few minutes threaten to become a nightmare of historic proportions. Egypt drop even deeper, content to defend their two-goal cushion with bodies behind the ball. Every Argentine attack breaks down against a wall of red shirts. Nahuel Molina, who has struggled to get forward, is the first man sacrificed. He makes way for Gonzalo Montiel in the 73rd minute. Egypt respond by bringing on Mahmoud Trezeguet for the tiring Hassan. Nicolas Tagliafico also departs, with Lisandro Martinez dropping into the back line to cover. By this stage, the murmurs inside Atlanta Stadium have shifted to nervous anticipation. Everyone senses Argentina have one final push left in them, but the clock is not on their side. 21 minutes remain. Egypt are 2 goals to the good, and Chaubert has already been magnificent. The Argentine substitutes bench is on its feet, and Scaloni paces the technical area. Somewhere in the stands, a chant begins to build, willing the world champions to find one more gear. It is the perfect, tension-soaked platform for the second half of this extraordinary comeback story to begin. Part 2. 2 goals down, 21 minutes on the clock, and the reigning world champions stare at elimination. That is the situation Argentina find themselves in as the clock ticks past the hour mark. It is at exactly this moment that the match turns into one of the great World Cup comebacks. It begins in the 79th minute, and fittingly, it begins with Lionel Messi at the heart of it. Messi collects the ball out wide and produces a pinpoint cross into the heart of the box. Christian Romero, pushed forward in search of an equalizer, loses his marker and rises to head it. He plants a firm header past Chaubert, and it is exactly the lifeline Argentina desperately need. The scoreline reads 2-1, and suddenly the equation feels very different. 11 minutes remain, and belief floods back into the Argentine side almost instantly. Egypt, for their part, do not fold, and Chaubert continues to marshal his defense. But there is a nervous energy now creeping into every Egyptian clearance and hurried touch. Argentina sense it, pushing bodies forward in numbers, fullbacks bombing on. Midfielders arrive late into the box, and the pressure becomes suffocating. 4 minutes later, in the 83rd minute, Argentina complete the turnaround. Gonzalo Montiel delivers a driven ball into the area, and it falls into space for Messi. Without breaking stride, the Argentine captain strikes it first time, left-footed, low and hard. It beats the goalkeeper, who had already saved him once from the penalty spot. It is Messi's response to that earlier miss, and the symbolism sends the stadium into delirium. He scores in his 9th consecutive World Cup appearance to drag his team level. The scores are level at 2-2, and now it is Egypt who looks shell-shocked. What follows is pure knockout football chaos. Egypt, needing only a draw to force extra time, throw caution aside in search of a winner. Mohamed Salah becomes far more involved in these final minutes, driving at the Argentine defense. He draws 2 separate penalty appeals, though replays are inconclusive on both. The referee waves away Egyptian protests each time. One of them, involving contact on Salah, is close enough to have the Egyptian bench furious. Had either been given this match may well have swung in an entirely different direction. Instead, Argentina break, with Egypt losing possession in a dangerous area. Omar Marmoush coughs up the ball under pressure, and Argentina pounce on the turnover. The move develops quickly down the left, where Lautaro Martinez collects possession. He drives at the tiring Egyptian defense and delivers an inch-perfect cross into the box. Arriving at the back post completely unmarked is Enzo Fernandez. The Chelsea midfielder times his run to perfection and glances a header into the far corner. The clock reads 90 plus 2 minutes, and Chabert can do nothing about it. Argentina have completed the most dramatic of comebacks, and the scoreboard now reads 3-2. The celebrations that follow are wild and unrestrained. Fernandez sprints toward the corner flag before being mobbed by half the Argentine squad. Messi, who missed a penalty and then produced the equalizer, stands with his hands on his head. On the other side of the pitch, Egyptian players sink to the turf, several in tears. The realization sets in that a first ever World Cup quarterfinal has slipped away. It was snatched away in the second minute of stoppage time after leading for nearly an hour. There is still time for late drama before the final whistle. Egypt throw men forward in one last desperate search for an equalizer. The closing minutes turn scrappy, with bookings shown to both Atea and Fathi. Zizou is sent on in the dying moments to add one more attacking body. There is no way back for Egypt this time. When the final whistle sounds, Argentina have survived the biggest scare of their title defense. They have come from 2 goals down to win 3-2 and book a quarterfinal spot. Looking back, this was a match defined by contrasting emotions on both sides of the pitch. For Argentina, Enzo Fernandez was the standout performer, capping a relentless display with the winning header. Messi, despite the missed penalty, was central to everything positive Argentina did going forward. He set up Romero's goal and then scored the equalizer himself. Christian Romero deserves enormous credit too for his headed goal and a largely composed defensive display. Lautaro Martinez, introduced from the bench, changed the game with his energy and teed up the winner. Gonzalo Montiel's introduction on the right gave Argentina the width that had been missing. On the Egyptian side, the story is bittersweet but full of pride. Mostafa Chabert was the undoubted hero of the Pharaohs' effort. He saved a Messi penalty and made save after save to keep his side ahead. Hassem Hassan was electric before his substitution, winning a penalty and assisting Egypt's second goal. Yasser Ibrahim's header gave Egypt the dream start. Mostafa Zico finished superbly for the second goal after also seeing an earlier effort ruled out. Mohamed Salah, while quieter than expected, still played his part with a clever assist. His driving runs in the closing stages nearly forced extra time. A costly turnover in the build-up to Argentina's winner will sting when he reflects on it. The final match statistics tell their own version of this story. Argentina finished with 19 shots to Egypt's 5 and a hugely superior expected goals tally. Yet for the better part of 80 minutes, it was Egypt's clinical edge that mattered more. That is precisely what made the ending so remarkable. Argentina's quality eventually overwhelmed Egypt's resistance, but only after Chabert delayed the inevitable. For Egypt, the achievement of pushing the world champions this close should not be understated. This was already a squad that survived extra time and penalties against Australia in the previous round. Taking Argentina to the brink adds to a tournament run that will be remembered fondly at home. For Argentina, the lesson is more sobering. Scaloni's side now knows their route to a second consecutive World Cup title will not be a procession. Sides considered heavy underdogs are capable of exposing real vulnerabilities in this Argentina team. Whoever Argentina meet in the quarterfinals will have taken careful notes from this round of 16 classic.